Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm reviewing the most anticipated movie of the year, which is of course Deadpool and Wolverine, starring Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, and some people that I'm not going to talk about in this video that I'm going to do in the spoiler video. But the plot is Wolverine is recovering from his injuries when he crosses paths with the loudmouth Deadpool. They team up to defeat a common enemy. Now, this movie was my most anticipated movie of the year. And I was kind of worried because reviews were coming out before I was seeing it 2 days ago. And there were a lot of stuff coming out for the movie, and was like, oh, it's really, really good. But there were some reviews that came out that were saying that the action scenes weren't done well, or they didn't use the R rating properly, and I'm like, ooh, what? But yeah, so I was getting a little worried, and something also got spoiled for me when I was scrolling through TikTok, and one photo was some people in a scene in the movie, and I'm just like, but I don't really know who these are. Like, some of these look familiar, but I don't think that they are who they actually are. And I scrolled past as soon as I saw them, I was like, nah. And the Wolverine cow scene also got spoiled for me, which we knew was coming, but like, it would have been nice to people not have been well, I can say it because not a lot of kids who watch this channel I wish that people weren't being dicks and just putting like their theory reactions or scenes from the movie in the theater up on YouTube or TikTok and stuff. Because I hate when people do that. It's just surprising that they don't get kicked out. But it would be nice to see it in the theater. But as soon as those scenes popped up in the movie, I totally forgot about what I saw. But what I love about this movie was that it kind of what I loved about this movie was what we kind of wanted watching the first two Deadpool movies, where Deadpool is with the X-Men and you see him with that world of the X-Men. We all know that Wolverine is in this movie, and that's basically what I'm saying, the gist, right? Is that we always wanted him to be with more X-Men characters, and teaming him up with Wolverine was a great way to do it for this movie, and also is one of those things where making it fit into the MCU made it more comic booky in a way, and the most Deadpoolian movie we have gotten so far out of the 3 Deadpool movies we have now. And that's one of the things I do like about it, is that it's like, it did one of those things where it's like, they gave us the Deadpool and Wolverine team up for the new entry into the MCU. And something else that I really love is, this is probably Hugh Jackman's best portrayal of Wolverine, is in this film as Wolverine, in the yellow suit and with the cowl that does show up. Like, you'll probably guess what scene it is in the movie when you just look at the trailer, and how much they use that scene just over and over in trailers, but because they linger on that shot more when he gets the cowl on. But no, and it's one of those things too where it's like, he is down his luck, wants to redeem himself, but also he's still Wolverine. He is still swearing, he's still being very violent in this movie. He's annoyed at Deadpool constantly. So you just feel that Hugh Jackman is having a lot of fun in this movie as Wolverine. And And that is also where the movie really sells it with the heart that the first two Deadpool movies have. Because you really have the heart of the whole relationship with Vanessa in the first one, then you have the same thing in the second one, but also you have like the whole thing of Wade dealing with Vanessa's death and that type of stuff in the second one. And this movie like does it all, but Hugh Jackman's Wolverine carries the emotional stakes. Not that there aren't emotional stakes with Wade in this movie, but Logan is the one that we're mainly dealing with when it comes to the emotional aspect, because we can tell by the trailers, and if you read the Old Man Logan comics and stuff, he obviously he has lost the X-Men. We see all the tombstones, and he couldn't save them. And he even mentions in the trailer that like they wanted Wolverine to be a part of the team, but Wolverine didn't want to, so he wears the yellow suit as more of a tribute to his old teammates, which is awesome, and I really love that. And also, this isn't really of a spoiler, but like, for those of you that are like, oh, he's wearing the sleeves, why didn't he not take the sleeves off? When you watch the trailer, there are scenes where he has the sleeves off, and don't worry, they come off like very quickly. It's like, as soon as you see the yellow suit, he had the sleeves on, but as soon as you get to a certain point, like a certain scene, it does come off, and then you have like the majority of the rest of the movie has those sleeves off, which is very cool. And I will say this, the action in this movie was so cool, and I loved it. The ending scene was so funny and action-packed. It was so cool to see that ending scene in a theatre, and luckily that did not get spoiled for me, because, I mean, I am going to talk about this more in spoilers, but, like, there's a lot of stuff that happens in the movie, that's like, well, how do I put it? Like, there's a lot of stuff in the movie that, makes that opening scene way more funnier, especially when you have the previous X-Men movies and stuff. But I did love that opening scene, and it was so cool and action-packed. Something that I feel like I need to talk about with you guys with reviewing this movie is, do you need to see the 20th Century Fox Marvel movies, like whether if it's X-Men or Fantastic Four or Daredevil, Elektra, and that type of stuff, before seeing Deadpool and Wolverine? It's kind of difficult to answer, because you need things like this movie touches on Logan. Like, it brings up the Wolverine death, like we see in the trailer, and the like the final trailer, if you guys have seen that, I know not a lot of people have, but the final trailer shows like flashbacks to that, and all that, like, and to be fair, it is part of a marketing thing, seeing all the flashbacks and stuff, but the thing is that, like, it does come up in the movie. So, because, again, we're in the multiverse saga at the moment, so it's kind of difficult to say that, because, now don't worry, they don't wreck anything from Logan, or anything like that, but if you don't understand that bit, I don't know if anyone is gonna feel anything or care about things coming and showing up in this movie, right? Like, I think that there's a lot of things in this movie that will make you go like, oh wow, that's so cool, that showed up, that's amazing, but nothing really like going like, oh man, this is exactly the thing we came to see, because we mainly came to see Deadpool and Wolverine and that team up. But yeah, And speaking of things showing up in this movie, there was some stuff that was confirmed, some that were rumoured, some that we knew were kind of happening in this movie. But one of the things really got me by surprise, and that was because of the history related to these two actors. And I was like, you got him back? Like, that was so shocking because, like, not only that, but that was made by a different company. And this was not made by, that movie was not made by Sony or 20th Century Fox. It was made more on the Warner Brothers end of things. Because it was a New Line production, right? So that was kind of shocking to me. But no, I'm so shocked that they got that cameo in there. And the thing is too, is that this movie has a great soundtrack. I, like, last weekend I ordered the vinyl, which I am trying to make a Deadpool and Wolverine like tribute shelf here with all my different shells. Like, you can see, this is my first video I'm doing with my new backdrop. But you see, I have No Way Home, my giant Mutant Mayhem figures, a Toy Story collection, my MCU collection, my White Ranger JDF statue, and then I have my Deadpool and Wolverine, Deadpool, X-Men and Wolverine type stuff. It's kind of hard to see here, but the Flash, Supergirl was there, but I'm using her stand for something. A little tribute to the OG Wiggles. But then down the bottom, which is kind of hard to see, but I have a Star Wars, a Scooby-Doo, and a Shazam section there. But no, so I'm, again, like, the soundtrack was so cool to hear it in the theater. Like, the fact that, like, when we saw that list, like that track list for Deadpool and Wolverine, I was just like, huh? What? But then when actually watching it and seeing how the music works in the context of the movie, I'm like, oh no, that works. Like, seeing things like hearing songs like The Power of Love, or You're the One That I Want from Grease, or Bye Bye Bye, or Like a Prayer, which they play 3 times in the movie, by the way, which is crazy to me. I love that song because of that trailer. And they're 3 of the most hype parts of the movie. This movie pays respect to the Fox X-Men universe, and the Fox universe as a whole. Because without the Fox universe, and without the Sony Spider-Man universe, especially the Tobey Maguire ones, the MCU wouldn't be where it is today without those movies. So this movie, stay at the end of the credits, because this movie has like a tribute thing with interviews of the original cast, behind the scenes things, clips, all that stuff from the original Fox, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Daredevil, Elektra, that type of stuff. But no, like, all the 20th Century Fox stuff they were able to do in that little tribute, which is so cool, and I love that. I think I need to give Deadpool and Wolverine a 4.5 out of 5 stars, which is pretty nice. It's not perfect. It's one of my favorite MCU movies, but it's a great MCU movie, a great Deadpool movie that everyone above 15 would love. I would be interested to know, like, I am trying to go see it with 2 friends this weekend, whether if it's tomorrow or today. But one of them hasn't really seen any of the X-Men movies, and I'm curious to see how he's going to think of it. But no, so yeah, so guys, please hit the like button down below if you haven't already. Subscribe, also hit the little bell icon to get notified of future videos that I make. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.